Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Well, in this episode we will continue working on our little train station at the main base, and as you can see, by the end we will actually reach the point where we can put some testing trains on the system. After sorting out the crystal quartz production, this is going to be basically the entire episode, so if you want to skip this one, I am not going to hold it against you, but if you are a fan of railroad construction, we are going to have that in spades. This will be the most complicated part of this whole setup, and as you can see, it should work as intended, but you know, it might be a little bit janky, but as long as it works, I don't care. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. And we are back. Okay, let's sort out this crystalline quartz production. Let me see, so input, output, let me see, are they actually going? No, they are not going the right way, which means that we need to pick these guys up and put them down once again. So let me see, delete this one, and then, well, yeah, so this one was, let me see, this one was the clockwise version, so we switch over to the counterclockwise version. And you will be rotated, yes, this way. Let me see, there we go. Hologram, you will come down one step and that should be it, right? I think so. Okay, put this in. And let's take a look. Input right here, yes. And the machines upstairs. Also, I just noticed there's no connection between the power poles, so this one will need to be fixed in the blueprint, apparently. Not a big problem, but you know. Well, next we will need to cut this line right here. First, I think I will, let me see. How close is this? Yeah, it clips through a little bit too much. So I guess I will instead bring this one out. Yes, that's the input. There. Then the elevator, preferably going down there. And this one as well, but this one will be facing actually this way. Okay. Now we only need a splitter and that's going to be it. Okay, so we need to tell these guys to make the quartz crystals. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Yeah, hoverpack makes everything a lot easier. Hook into the power, and that's it. Now, sooner or later I will actually put these on a train, of course, but for the moment we don't really have the capacity to build a drop-off station at the main base, so yeah, this will have to go into a storage and a dimensional depot, I suppose. Can we build it, by the way? No, we don't have enough fluctuators, so please give me a second. So after this one, we will need to go back to the, whatchamacallit, the aluminium setup, and we will need to pick up at least a couple of these casings, because if you remember, we actually need those to unlock the next milestone, and we will need a lot more to progress even further. So I suppose, yeah, I will put them into a dimensional depot as well, so that's going to be fine. So this one can go. As I said, for now, they will go into a storage there, and then a dimensional storage there. Feed the output and feed the elevator there. Lovely. Okay, I will pick up It's fine. I just let them upload and we will deal with the oscillators a little bit later. Also, we don't need these anymore. So, let's go and pay a visit to our aluminium production. And there we go. And let's sort out that storage next. Also, it appears everything is completely backed up. I don't see any green lights anywhere, which means there's simply no resources moving on these belts. Everything is standing still. Let's take a look. This is the refinery that will be the most problematic when it comes to overproducing water. So this one has 0 water. That is great news. That means that I don't think we are actually overproducing the water, at least theoretically. So anyways, I will set up a dimensional storage for this guy. There, elevator, click, and that's it. I will pick up, I suppose, I don't know, 4 stacks, and that should be enough for a little while. So, in the last episode, if you remember, we built a small at least we started to build a small train yard at our main base, and I built a queuing setup for it. So yeah, as it happens, the trains cannot use those queuing whatchamacallit, parking spaces, I suppose is a good name for it. And the problem is that once the trains are set on a path, they are not going to deviate. They will follow it no matter what. So if they arrive at the queuing parking area, they are not going to choose a better spot for queuing. They are just going to stand at the entrance and that's it. They are just going to keep using a single track on that and not use any other. And that is not ideal. Also, let me just pick up. Yeah, we have enough plastics. Let me quickly finish this milestone and then we will get to work on the railroad. So, in, and that's it.
Milestone reached. Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
Okay, so as I have said, these queuing tracks will be gone. Also, I am pretty much convinced that there will be comments about this, but yeah, I could have just powered up one of these stations and used that to power the tracks, which will allow me to fly around uninterrupted. So yeah, I am now aware, just so you know. And this will also power up all these stations as well, right? Yeah. All the lights should be green. And also, if you remember, I did say in a small message, these stations are backwards. They need to be facing the other way. So you will be facing... No, the train station, please. Yeah, this way, please. Yes, and that's it. And let's test if this actually connects on both ends for the tracks. And yes, since we have power in our hover pack, these tracks are electrified. Okay, so, well, since these queuing parking spaces will not work, what we will need to do is first pick them up. And I suppose the best option we have right now is to have long queuing spaces for every single one of these stations. That is basically the only thing we can do. So I suppose we will do just that. Also, why did you stop? These tracks should be electrified. Oh, right, they were connected through this, and now only this one is electrified. But no, wait. We have them connected back here as well, so these should be under power. Okay, so why did I fall down just now? There's evidently power here. Okay, and there's no power in this one, I think. Let me see, if I delete this and put it back. Same length. Will that result in better power in our hover pack? Okay, never mind. For some reason, it doesn't extend all the way out here. Huh. So why is this not giving me power? You hook into there, all the way to the station. Now we have power, so I don't know what's going on. Well, either way, it should be okay now. So, let me see. As I have said, I suppose we will have long queues here. We just need to make sure that we have the correct spacing. So, if you remember, I would like to have 5 more freight depots or freight platforms after this one. So we will, maybe someday we will have 6. Let's reserve the space right now. So I think the easiest way to do this is to, well, since we want to have 5 more, let's extend this 10 more spaces. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. So this is where these platforms will end. Maybe someday, maybe never, I don't know. Let's make sure every single one of these is actually uniform length. Do we get power here? Oh, no. That's interesting. There we go. So, once again, these need to be 10 tiles in length to make sure we can actually put in, well, I think it's going to be easier if we do it from there because we have power there. So you will need to come out until here. Okay, also, yeah, I think this nature reserve is a tiny bit too big. I think we can make it smaller by adding some extra platforms here. There. I think this size is going to be big enough. There is no more clipping here, so yeah, I think this will be fine. Let me just cordon it off. Okay, so let's get back to work. So this is the length of our train platforms. Well, I suppose we will need to build... Maybe we can cut these back to be only 14 tiles long. I mean... sorry, not 14, but... let me see... 1... the train station, and maybe we can have 4 platforms instead of 6. That will make this queue a little bit more manageable, I think. Something to consider, because I think, well, it might be overkill anyways, and yeah, you know what, let's make it so. So instead of that long, these will be basically, there's two platforms, 3 platforms and 4 platforms. I think this is what we are going to go for. Yeah, adding this, making it this long is a little bit too much. Plus, it will make it easier to actually place down these queuing sections, because instead of placing down, I don't know, 15 for each train, we only need to place down, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, only 10 length of 10 tiles. That's going to make it a little bit easier to deal with it. So anyways, this should take care of the tracks. Okay. Next, oh right, I almost completely forgot. Let's take care of the radar tower. So we only need to have, I don't remember. Let me just put it into the to-do list. So organization, radar tower. We need 13 more crystal oscillators. Also, thank you. Okay, so crystal oscillators from here. There we go. Okay, we can make them, and well, this will reveal a 1 kilometer radius area where we place this radio tower or radar tower. This will pretty much cover the entire green plains and a little bit more in the surrounding biomes. So I think this will help us completely pick the green fields clean of any collectibles. So if you don't mind, I will go ahead and build this. And yeah, I think it would be better if we didn't encase that whole spire in, whatchamacallit, these, what's it called? Frame foundations. So I will peel these back on every side, and I will use half foundations to actually put in a proper size platform for this tower. There. So first we will start with a proper 1 meter foundation, but I want this to be right here basically, which means that we will need to take out the half foundations, place one there, and then place one, let me see, well, there, no, there, and we will delete this one there, and we'll put it right there, exactly. This can go away, and this will be, well, as centered as we can with the universal grid, I suppose. Okay, let's take out the frame foundations, put them under with vertical zoop. Yeah, this high is going to be fine. And we can put on the tower. So you will go right there. I suppose this rotation will be okay. And here we go. Our first radar tower. Of course it will need power, so you can hook into... this one is too long. What about this one? Also too long. Okay, fine. Come down as far as you can, and then... there we go. Okay, so this radar tower is active. If you look at the map, it will reveal the fog of war. Yes. There is no more fog of war in the green fields area. And to take a look at the collectibles, we can interact with it. And there we go. We have 24 more slugs, 4 more Mercer spheres, 1 more Summer's Loop, bunch of enemies, of course, and a bunch of fruits in this circle right here. It will not reveal the actual location of these collectibles. We still need to look for them, but at least we can keep track of how many is left. And that's great. Okay, let's get back to work. Okay, it seems the rubber is gone now, so I will get rid of these. Also, thank you. There we go. Anything else we can do? No, I don't think so. Yeah, okay, so let's build out a couple of queuing segments. So if I remember, yeah, it needs to be 10 tiles long. By the way, if I pick up the railways from here, okay, I kind of wish that it would display the length of the railways when we are building, like we do with the, well, not the belts. Something displays the length. I don't remember what exactly. Maybe the power poles? No. Something displays the length as we place them, or maybe it's the pipes. Now I'm curious. Oh well. Oh, right. It's the beams, I think. So if we, yeah, it actually says that this beam is 27 meters long. It would be kind of nice if we had the same exact kind of readout for pretty much every draggable buildable. That would be extremely useful. But we don't, so yeah, we will have to go like do it like this. So anyways, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one needs to be here, I believe. Let's double check. Also, this doesn't bring the power for some reason. Okay, now it does. Okay, I suppose it takes a little bit of time for it to actually get powered. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I suppose 3 will be enough. I mean, 3 queuing spaces. Yeah, I think so. So let's build the next one and let's make our lives a little bit easier. So this is 6 spaces. Let's extend it 4 more times. There, and this is going to be the length that we need to go for. Might as well do it for every single one of these guys. Hey, look, a blue slug. That should take 1 slug off the map. As I have said, the radar tower coverage is not readable from the usual map. So we cannot check if this will actually remove one of the slugs, but I suspect it does. Anyways, let's finish this one there. And let's bring all the tracks out here. And I suppose after that we will take care of the way back into the main line and coming out of it as well. Okay, so look. Let's get out of range. We are out of range at the moment. We need to go all the way here to get on the power network. But we can go a lot further out until we actually lose power. That is real weird, if I'm completely honest. Anyways, we need to hook up there. And we need to hook up at the end. Don't get out of range. There. Okay. Let's do this 4 more times. Okay, so this is going to be the queuing yard for our train, I suppose. As you can see, it is a lot more. It is basically a lot less space efficient than what we had before with the queuing parking spaces. But unfortunately, not much we can do about that. Technically speaking, we could put in, train station for each of these queuing spaces, but that this basically defeats the whole purpose of it. So yeah, we are not going to do that. Next, let's bring the main line out over the base. I suppose the main line will actually continue all the way to the iron deposit, and at some point that old factory will go away and we will build a mining setup there instead, and well, build a pickup station and bring the iron back here. And I think that is going to be the game plan. Well, anyways, or maybe it's close enough that we can just feed it into the distribution floor under the base. Who knows? Yeah, I think that's going to be the most likely scenario. Anyways, I will terminate the main line here for the time being. Now, how do we want to do this? Well, we still need to leave some space for these trains to actually queue down here. So for now, I will put in one locomotive just to see how tall it is. So if I place that, well, as it happens, 8 meters is going to be just right. But you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I will go for 10 meters. And this is where the on and off ramps will run. So I will extend this like so. It is actually, yeah, it is actually lined up with the main line. These can go away along with the loco. Great. Let's bring this to the other side there and extend it that way as well. Let's see, so we need to have two on ramps and 2 off ramps. For now, I will actually extend the railways themselves, so we have a bit of clearer picture what we are working with. Let's deal with the off-ramp first, I suppose. So these guys will need to merge together into a single line, that is for sure. Which means that we will need to build a place to make the turn for the rails. So that means that we need to extend this platform 3 more tiles. There. And now which way do we want to have the merging happen? I suppose there, that way, because this way I think we will run into some problems with this plateau there. So yeah. So far so good. Next, how do we deal with the on and off ramps? Well, this is going to be the incoming tracks, which means that we will need to have one side coming down from that one on this side, and we need to have one coming down from this side over there. Let's take care of the easier one first, I suppose. So this one will definitely need to come up, which means that we will need to have a ramp. Also, I think at this point I will switch over to the fixed foundations because that is a little bit more economical when it comes to concrete. So this one needs to come up. Let's go as far as we can, and also this tree needs to go. I think this will actually work if you make a wide S-band going down from the junction or the switch. Yeah, I think that will work. So first, let's put in the ramp transition there and there. So ramp transition goes there, then this will go away. And can we hook this together? Yes, we can. Okay, problem solved. This will work perfectly fine. And that's it. Okay, so now we have... Oh wait, that's the wrong side. This is the back on ramp, not the off ramp of the main line. Okay. That changes things. Well, I think, let me see, if I build this one here, this is not going to work, but you know, never hurts to check. Yes, of course. This is way too close to each other to make it work. It needs to be at least one turn need to be at least 3x3. So yeah, this is never going to work, which means this can be on this side. From this side we can make the turn, no problem, that's fine. In fact, might as well just put it in. So straight piece there, make the turn and go into that one, that's fine. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I only wanted to remove the foundations. Okay. Next. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is going to work just fine. Let's remove the ramp. What we need to do is to extend this one 3 tiles this way, 3 tiles this way, and break this turn into 2 smaller segments. Basically, one more tile. No. One more tile there. A placeholder straight piece here. Have the turn broken into 2 segments, and that is it. Good. Except now it is too sharp. Well, in that case, I suppose... Wait, too sharp. No, that should be perfectly doable. Can you do it like this? Yes, you can. Okay, good. So, now that we have this one broken into 2 segments, we can have... Let me see... Yeah, this one needs to come this way, basically. Yeah, this station, you know, as usual, sooner or later will go away. So, what we need to do now is have a ramp. Yeah, I suppose here. Go all the way up to the main line. And set up the usual switch. So you will turn into that one, well, maybe from here. No, it is too sharply. But it is actually the right spacing. There we go. Okay, it doesn't work from there, but it works from there. Oh well, I am not going to argue. So let's take care of this junction now. As usual, there. Then a spacing of 3. And that is all we need. There, a nice little switch going down into the main station. Okay, so this will take care of the off-ramp of this side. Now, we need to find a way. Well, I suppose we can bring it down here and make an S-bend going onto this side and then sidle into this. I think that will also work. So for that, we need to have this go into this, then make an S turn. Let me see. I suppose here should be okay, right? Yeah, perfectly fine. And we will bring this one down right here. Okay, so now we have both of the sides going down into the main base. That is fine. Next, we need to take care of the ramp going back into the main line. So we have this track segment set up. Well, there we go. Okay. This one right here. I think it needs to be extended by 1 more meter. So there and ends here. It's a bit hard to see, but I think we can manage. There, right? No, that is not right. Still not correct. Okay, can I get rid of these? It's empty. It's, well, it's not ideal because we are collecting the heavy modular frames there. Yeah, let's just do it quickly. And build it on that side. Also, this one, please. Okay, that will take care of that. Also, yeah, it's still the modular frames that are missing. Well, okay. I suppose that will have to be acceptable until we sort out a proper manufacturing platform. So anyways, this is going to be the returning line. Which means that this will need to go this way. And we had to move the storage because we need to make this turn there. Okay, so how do we want to do this? First, this line needs to go back into the main line on this side, going that way, and on this side, it needs to go that way. Maybe... let me see. If we continue it this way, something like this, we can bring the ramp up. We can even get into the main line flush with this junction. That would actually work. That's fine. What about the other side? On the other side, I suppose we can branch off here, make a turn, then an S-bend going up, and that will take care of that as well. But that will make this part of the network a little bit busier than I would usually like it to be. But I think it will work. Yeah, sure. Anyways, I think this one can be a little bit shorter there. Then the usual 2-meter ramp going up. Okay, I believe this is done. It's a bit complicated and convoluted, but as far as I can tell, it should do the job. So let me just check. We have trains coming from, yeah, the right side going down. Let me just get rid of the foundation there. Go down there, and they can go into the parking areas. That's fine. The same on that side. It comes down there. Goes down under. And it can make the same path going down into the parking area. And then we will bring this one in. Connect it up here. Yes. We will make one go into that junction and the other one going into that one. I think that is what we need to do. So first, 3 tiles away again. So 1, 2, 3, maybe, let me see. If you want to start here, yeah, we can start the straight piece there. You will sidle into that one. Of course, I'm using the H trick that I showed you in the last episode. So there, H, no. This one needs to come out here, hook up, press H, and that's it. All right. I think this will actually work. All right, get rid of the placeholder piece and start. Well, I think we can make an S-band. Let me see. Can I make it here? Yes, we can. How about 1 tile closer? There instead. It's still possible. You know what? Let's go for that. Okay, so the returning line goes there. It can choose if it wants to go that way or if it wants to go that way. Theoretically speaking, this place is done. Now comes the part where we signal this whole thing. So let's switch over to the path signals. As usual, path signals going into the junctions. There, there, there. And block signals going out of the junctions. There, there, and there. Okay. This will be the line going away from the station. So path signal here. And also, technically speaking, we need a path signal here. Well, okay, technically not, but I think it's going to be good form to have it. Then a path signal here to allow the trains to choose where they want to go. I don't think it's necessary, but you know, I like to have them just in case. They still act like chain signals, so that's fine. Okay, and here, chain signal there. This will go up here and yeah, chain signal into the junction and path signal, block signal going out. Now here, we will definitely need to have a path signal and block signals at the entrances to these queuing parking spaces. Good. Next, let's take care of this one. It should be fairly easy. Path signal, block and block. Path signals here, and block signal at the exit. There. Okay, so far so good. What are you complaining about? Path signal. Oh, right. This one actually comes down this way, which means that we will need to have both sides. Okay, I suppose we can forego this signal, but maybe not. I think, yeah, this is still technically a conflict between two one-way, because this one is trying also to reserve, so this one needs to be a two-way path signal, I suppose. So you are still complaining. You are trying to go down this way. There. Okay, you actually have a uncomplaining signal. Go there. This is going to be a one-way junction. We can only have trains going this way and then split. That's fine. But why are you complaining? You are trying to only go this way. You will never ever try to go this way. I suppose we can break it up with a block signal maybe. No, it's still complaining. Well, if we get rid of this block signal, technically, yeah, this should be part of the junction, I suppose. So yeah, I think this one needs to go away. So that path signal is going to be responsible for this whole length. That's fine. And yeah, apparently that fixed it. Good. Okay. That is complaining because it has no other block behind it, so that's fine. There, no more complaints around here. That's good. Next, let's put in a couple of block signals for these queuing stops. So let me see, let's just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, that looks a little bit too short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, never mind. It is actually the correct length. Let's make sure these are completely lined up. And they are. And yes, then this is going to be the proper entrance to the station, I suppose. Also, I don't like how this one is not colored correctly, but oh well. Anyways, after the station, we will need to have path signals leaving the station. So there, 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 and there. Oh, there we go. Okay, and after that, a block signal leaving this big junction. Yes. And after this, I suppose we can put in some queuing signals. That should be okay. This length is technically not long enough for the full-length stations, but for these small ones, it's okay. If we run into a problem in the future, I suppose we can remove it. There. And theoretically, this should work. Okay. What I will do now is build a bunch of locomotives and we will let them loose. So there, let's just select it this way, that's fine. They will be going this way. Let's make sure we actually release them, preferably with the front ones first. This might be a little bit too much. Yeah, this 6 will be enough. We will test them with these two stations, I suppose. So they are, let me see, Breda and Monroe Falls. Okay. I think I will do it from the station itself. So let's zoom in and make sure we release them with the front ones first. There. Okay, so now we let these guys run for a while and we see if they run into any trouble. Let me see. So far so good, of course, because, well, we only have 6 trains running on this network. Okay, so apparently they don't need to go out onto the main line. Well, that's fine. I am relatively confident in the veracity of the mainline junctions, so those are fine. Let me see. This one needs to go back, so yeah, that is fine. So yeah, I will let these guys run for a while, and if they run into any troubles, then they will let us know, and we can troubleshoot the system if we have to. Yeah. Okay, so technically speaking, the recording is over time at this point, but I suspect there will be quite a bit of time lapses in this one, so what else can we do? Well, I suppose we can put in that 100 aluminum casing into the milestone, as well as the caterium wires, and we might as well try to unlock... Ooh, thank you so much. We should be able to unlock the gas mask filters. So first, the casings. We need to take out some caterium wires from the system. There we go. A single stack is all we need. And we need to make 50 filters. Now the filters are not unlocked yet. They are in the mycelia line right here. Okay, for this one we need to make some fabrics, pick up some coal and some pipes. Okay, let's start with the pickups. There. Coal can be picked up here. Oh no, in the foundry. Technically we only need 30, so that's fine. Let me quickly put it into the to-do list so I can keep track of it. Add to-do list there. So we need 55 fabrics. That comes from mycelium. I might as well take these guys out. So let's make some fabrics. We can only make 30 because of the biomass. That's fine. We should be full of biomass in the biofuel factory. There we go. So yeah, please allow me to do this, and as usual I will speed up the footage. Okay, so next let's unlock the actual gas masks, and I suspect we will need to make a few more to actually, let me see, I mean we need to make more fabrics to make the actual filters. So mycelia, this one, unlock.
Research completed. Gas mask and filter unlocked. Mycelia fabric is highly absorbent, making it more effective at toxic gas filtration than the standard issue Pioneer helmet. A pleasant...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut her off. I had to press enter to confirm the number of gas filters that we need to make. So, we need to make 50 gas filters, which will require 100 fabrics and 200 coal. Okay, let's start with the coal. There we go, that's 100. Okay, we might want to pick it up from the truck station. There we go. Okay, and you know what, at this point I will actually upgrade these bells because I think our steel production would benefit from it. Also, yeah, we had 200. So upgrade, 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 upgrade all these. I think that will do us some good. Yeah, and that is all we need. Let me see. Yeah, mark 1 I think is all we need for the inputs. Okay, so let's take care of these fabrics and then we will say goodbye, I suppose. There we go, we have everything. Sorry for ending the episode so, I don't know, boringly, but oh well.
Milestone reached. The hazmat suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
Right. Okay. Well, I think this is the end of the episode. Can we unlock anything else? Oh, unlikely. Let me take one last look at the trains, but I don't see any complaining, so far that is encouraging. Of course, the real test will be when they actually go out into the wild. But oh well, that will have to wait, unfortunately. So yeah, I believe all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.